Hi everyone, it's Mandy. So just a little recap. Last time you all saw me, I had a splint on my arm. They thought I had possibly fractured my wrist, but I did not. Fortunately, yay, I just sprained it. I'm not wearing the brace today because it's actually feeling pretty good. So, no sense in wearing it. I went back to work last week and I had a table, like I mentioned before, I'm a waitress, and I had a table that, ordered something and just kind of got me thinking. As a waitress, like I said, I've been doing this for over 20 years. As a server, bartender, even the cooks back in the kitchen will probably tell you, we've got a few complaints. You all come into our establishments and you guys constantly complain. Not everybody. I'm not saying all customers like this, but people come in there, they complain. They don't like the music. The music's too loud. It's too hot. It's too cold. And can we put something else on the TV other than sports? Well, you're in a sports bar, so you're gonna have sports on TV. We're not putting SpongeBob on, so your 3-year-old will stop screaming at the table. I don't know what to tell you. Bring them something to occupy them while they're there. But it got me to thinking about a few things. The normal rant, from most servers is tipping. Tipping is a big thing. We all make less than minimum wage. Well, most of us do. I know there's some states that make a little bit more and stuff like that, but for the most part, we make less than minimum wage. Some states are still even at $2 an hour, which is what I started at in Florida, 20 plus years ago. Tipping is definitely a huge thing. But my main complaint, and it drives me nuts, but when you go into a restaurant and you sit down, you look at the menu and you're scanning through, you're looking at possible items, obviously, to eat because that's what you're there for. Do us all a favor while you're looking at the menu, deciding what you're going to eat. When you come across something that sounds good, don't go just by the title of the sandwich. Read the description underneath it. Read what is on it, how it is prepared, what it's marinated in, if it is marinated in anything, what kind of spices are possibly on it. Because you know what? Waitresses, bartenders, we are not freaking psychic. We don't know that you cannot stand onions. We don't know that you're allergic to tomatoes or that you can't have gluten. We don't know these things. Okay, you're not our friends, you're not our family, you're not our children. We don't know if you're allergic to or do not like something. So if you order a Philly cheesesteak, most Philly cheesesteaks come with more than just cheese on it. Most of them come with onions and peppers and mushrooms, if not all three of those, at least 2 out of the 3. So when you order it, and it clearly describes underneath what comes on it, when it comes to your table, don't give the waitress an attitude and tell her, I can't stand mushrooms. Bitch, how was I supposed to know that? I don't know that you don't like mushrooms. Did you tell me when you sat down? Hi, my name is so-and-so. I can't stand mushrooms. Because if you did not do that, then I have no idea. So now I got to go back into the kitchen and have them remake the sandwich, minus the mushrooms. So in the meantime, everybody at your party is now eating their food while you're waiting for yours because you didn't have the common sense to read the description underneath the Philly cheesesteak. And somehow, in turn, that reflects on me and bad service. It was not bad service. I was unaware that you did not like mushrooms. It's very simple. Read the description. See how it's prepared. It's all. Takes a few seconds. Read it. I don't like mushrooms. Cool. Hey, can I get that with no mushrooms? Awesome. No problem. It's not a problem. It never is a problem. What is a problem, though, is when you come in and you order something and then you completely disassemble it and then add all this other stuff to create your own sandwich that's not on the menu, or your own entree that's not on the menu. It disrupts everything. You have no idea. I'm not saying, oh, can I have mushrooms instead of onions? I'm not talking like that. Okay, I'm not talking about doing that. I'm talking about, for instance, It might be a little outlandish. I don't think anybody's actually ever done this, but let's just say, okay, I want a Philly cheesesteak, minus the cheese, minus the onions, minus the peppers, minus the mushroom, minus the Philly. Okay, so you've got bread at this point. Okay, but instead of that, I would just want lettuce, tomato, ranch dressing, because everybody seems to want ranch dressing on everything. You sell this stuff by the gallons on a daily shift. You know, and instead of Philly, I want fish. So you've completely recreated an entire new dish. But then yet you still want to pay the $5.95 for the Philly cheesesteak, regardless of the fact that fish costs more. And then you get upset about it. Well, find something on the menu that's closer to that. For instance, you know, if there is a fish sandwich on the menu, order that on a hoagie roll. Instead of completely disassembling a Philly cheesesteak to create this sandwich with maybe a couple added extras, it's not that hard. Which brings me to another thing. Don't be surprised. People, stop acting surprised when you get charged for things that are extra. I don't know about you. I don't know where you live, but I can't walk into a grocery store and walk out with a half pound of bacon and a bottle of ranch dressing for free. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work like that way in a restaurant either. You know, some restaurants will, you know, give you an extra side of dressing for free. But I tell you what, it costs us money. It costs the establishment money. So in turn, we have to charge you for it. Otherwise, we'd be giving gallons of ranch away every day for free. That's not possible. If you want extra cheese, you've got to pay for it. You want extra bacon, you want to pay for it. I mean, you want most normal things that you want extra or added onto are going to cost money. And please stop acting surprised when you get charged 50 cents for bacon. We don't get it for free, so why should you? Common sense. And again, don't take it out on your waitress. It's not our fault. We don't decide the prices on things. We don't decide the prices on the menu. We don't decide the portions. We don't decide what kind of music's playing. We don't decide any of that stuff. That is not us. We are simply the messenger. We take your order, bring you your food, make sure everything's okay, make sure your experience in that particular restaurant or establishment is good. That's what our job is. Our job is to make your experience pleasant. Okay? Because trust me, if I wasn't charged to be making the prices on these things, I wouldn't be standing here for $4 an hour asking you how you want your burger cooked. Okay, I'm just saying. It's not us. You guys have complaints about prices? Go to management. Even then, they can't do anything about it. They can't do anything about it. It's the owner, the person who owns the place. He or she is the one who decides cost. Which brings, again, another point. If you are a frequent visitor at a restaurant or a bar, you know, you've got to take into consideration inflation. Everything goes up. Gas prices go up. The cost of milk goes up. The cost of bread. Everything goes up. Okay, wages go up. Cost of living goes up. So if you come into your favorite restaurant one day and a cup of soup is $2.50, and then you come in the next day and it's $2.75, don't flip out. It's a quarter. And it has to go up. Prices change. If the establishment gets charged more money for things that they're purchasing to be able to serve you, then in turn we're going to have to reflect the cost on you. Don't take that out on your server or your bartender. Again, we have no control over that. That is not us. I'm sorry. As much as you want to point the blame, the economy, life in general. I mean, you know, years and years and years ago, you know, my dad used to tell me, oh, I could go to the movie, get a popcorn, get a candy bar, and a soda pop for a quarter. You can't get a gumball for a quarter anymore. Okay? Times change, people. Deal with it. If you can't deal with paying an extra quarter for a cup of soup, then freaking stay home. Go to the grocery store. Campbell's, 99 cents. Buy a can, stay home and eat it. Okay? You get a whole can of soup for $1. There you go. What else? Oh, there's tons of stuff. I can do this all day long. I got tons and tons and tons of things to complain about. Not really complain, just rant, I guess you could say. But those are a few of the topics. There's plenty more, and there'll be more videos about this. But those were the things that came to the top of my head when I went back to work. It was because we did recently change our prices, and they didn't go up a lot. It's not like we charge $3 more for a sandwich now. Things went up, 25 cents to 75 cents more, and some people are just getting so nasty and, I'm never coming here again. Really? Because it's going to cost you 25 cents more now for that little cup of soup instead? You know what? Fine. If you're that stingy, then obviously you probably weren't going to tip all that well either, so I personally don't care. Make room for people who are going to come in here and spend money. And tip. Because that's how I pay my bills. I don't pay my bills on cheapskates. I don't pay my bills on, you did such a great job. That doesn't pay my bills. I can't call the electric company and be like, oh, you guys are doing such a great job. And my bill's paid. It doesn't work that way. So, anyways, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. I'll see y'all soon. And, real soon. Because the mailman's coming. And I see presents in his hand. I've been waiting for this. So I might have to actually upload this and then come back and do another video because I've been dying to do this. I'll explain in the next video, okay? But for now, peace out.